In 2412, we have a sell or process further decision. So we have a coffee company that makes Colombian coffee in batches of 6,000 pounds. And the cost on that is $5.50 per pound. It can be sold for $9.22. Or they can make decaf coffee, and they can sell that for $11.88 a pound. But if they do process that further, they're going to incur additional processing costs of $10,230 per batch. Plus, they're going to have a 5% loss due to evaporation. So we need to figure out which is more profitable, to sell caffeinated or to process into decaffeinated. And then it wants us to figure out what price we could sell the decaf at in order where it would be a wash either way. So, okay. So if we're going to sell just the caffeinated coffee, so it's going to be in batches of 6,000, and they're going to sell it for $9.22 a pound. And so then the cost, so they're going to sell 6,000 pounds, and it's going to cost them $5.50. Let's make that negative. All right, so processing the caffeinated and selling it, they have roughly profit of $22,320 per batch. If they want to process it further into decaf, so they would sell it for $11.88 a pound. However, that batch of 6,000 is going to have a 5% loss on it, so they only get to sell 95%. So they would have revenues of $67,716. Their cost, and so their cost for caffeinated, so it doesn't give us a per pound cost, but it does say that it's going to be $10,230 in extra processing. So it's going to be our original $33,000 with an additional $10,230 of cost. So by looking at it, they would actually benefit by processing further into decaf coffee by $2,166. So then in part C, at what price is it kind of a wash whether they do regular decaf or caffeinated? So what we do is we want to take the differential of the 2166 and divide that by the volume of sales in decaf, which is going to be the 6,000 less the evaporation of 5%. So if we take our 2166 and divide that by our pounds decaf sold, so that means we could sell the decaf coffee for 38 cents less, and then it would be a wash either way. So in that case, it was about $11.88 minus this. So if they sold for $11.50, then it wouldn't matter if they sold it or not. So.